Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. They took my live down on the Sabbath page. It's all good though. But I'm gonna answer this question for the sister, Cupcake. So let's go to 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, and start at 4. Every man praying and prophesying, well, actually start at 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is power. Okay, so a head means a covering, okay? A protection, a shield, like Yahawah, the name is a strong tower. Yahawah was our protection, but he divorced us. Now Yahawashi, right, is we're like a woman to Yahawashi. So we're the bride to the bridegroom. That's talking about the men of Israel, okay? Because the men are under Yahawashi. So Yahawashi is our head. And then the woman, her head is her man, right? And that sets up everything else that's about to take place in here. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head, because Yahawashi is your head, all right? So when you're praying and you're prophesying, you're doing works, you're hitting the corners, you're doing lessons, you should have your head uncovered. Brothers, people that teach with snapbacks on, Lorenzo, cough, cough, Alizé, all right? These type of guys. You should have your head uncovered because Yahawashi is your head. So you dishonor your head. Okay? Now, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven. All right? Because what? A woman's hair is her glory in that sense. All right? So it's like, she was shaving, like she got her head uncovered. Okay, she should have her head covered. So it's basically a shame thing, a shameful action. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shown. Now let's get that definition. Shown, of shearing or cutting short the hair of the head. So if a woman's hair is not, a woman has shorter hair, then it's okay. She don't got to cover her hair. But if she got long hair going down her back, she need to wrap it up, right? Cover it, okay? So shown means short hair, right? So that's like women got their hair, like what it was, a bob or something. It's like right here, okay? It's not that long. It's not flowing down your back. All right, then it would be okay. All right, but if it's extremely long hair, you need to have it covered, because that's your glory. That is also it's an attractive piece to you. It would make more men want you because you seem to have a lot more glory about you because your hair, right? This is why Isaiah 3:15, and Isaiah, you go down to the end of that chapter, Yahawah has what? He has cursed these women and had it where their hair won't even grow. So he has took the glory away from our women, right? Keeping it going. Let's read 6 again. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shown. So short hair. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shown or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of power, but the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So, ultimately, I would say this to brothers, don't get all worked up on this situation. All right? If your woman is going to get right and she wants to do right, then she going to cover her head. If she got long hair, she's going to cover her head, right? If she wants to keep to the customs, because these are customs, right, of the scriptures. But it's a sense to not dishonor yourself, all right? To not be shameful, to show honor and reverence to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, because that's what you're doing. So you don't supposed to disrespect Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, all right? For you guys that, well, these aren't commandments. You're not supposed to disrespect Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. In Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, let's get that. Because I heard men say, these are not commandments. Deuteronomy 22nd chapter, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. This is speaking about robes. This is speaking about merchandise. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahawah thy power. All right, so yeah, that would mean that women should not wear pants. All right, but once again, like I'm telling brothers, don't get worked up over it. Okay, we are in Babylon, we are in captivity. All right, if you're a woman, young, just don't be a roaring lion. You understand that she's not in that spirit where she's just gonna do whatever you say, because it's a totally different time frame and totally different society, and the spirit has to work first of all through you, being her head, being her covering, and then branch off from you to her for her to get in order. So if she gets in order, then she gets in order. Boom, that's great, right? Give her some time, all right? You know, don't, because hey, if she's pleased, if you are pleased to dwell with her, then dwell with her, right? So back to the sister Cupcake. I'm gonna tag in this video because she had to answer that question in the live, but the live got cut, so I could not fully answer it. But if you have long hair, it's not shown, then yeah, you should wrap it up, right? But it's more so your husband's preference, your husband's decision, because that's your husband, all right? And you said he gave you permission to ask the question. That's the only reason that I'm responding and answering the question, okay? So it's his decision, right? Because he's your covering. So he also serves as a head, right? If you don't have your head covered, if you don't have a covering, he also serves as that covering. So this goes to women that are not married, because this got women out. What if I'm not married? Then you should have your head covered, all right? Unless it's shown, it's short, all right? You should have it covered. Or if it's shaving off, you should definitely have it covered, right? Because you don't have a head at all, okay? And women that are not married and you're in this truth, then who is your head more so? All right, who do you look towards? The elders, brothers in your region that are teaching this truth, brothers that you listen to, that you learn from, all right, at the end of the day. So, you know, I hope I brought some understanding to that whole matter, all right, and it's your husband's, you know, position to make those decisions. Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. All right, so as always, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, and Shalawam to the Lord's hopefully like Shalawam.